a particular man who made a video. Na akọwata that na Mmiri Enwilo Sobali or guy not the powerless. Alright? And then the first video this man made, ihe na akọwata is that na kedu ife melu no oyebia pecho pelechi Sobali obulu old model car. Why not a new model car? Alright? That people are getting these things, even better ones in a good country. Kedu ife mezili the buluze as in Sobali na-ebu ike, Sobali na-ebu ike. O wee bulu iki geji wee gba old model car. Such a man can barely igwe today, and to so many of you. Because some am that a lot of you without. Alright? A lot of you, that man that made that statement is not the problem. And I'm out for this kind of thing internet. Nobody in America where government is working. Come here, let me tell you the truth. You say that Mmiri Enwilo is powerless. Yes, you are right. He is actually powerless. If Mmiri Enwilo bubo dibo. Yes. And the human being after all, he is powerless. So, from Okike, he's not designed to be powerful. Just because you are a servant to a particular more does not make you powerful. Hello? Come out from home movie. Come, let us face the reality. You see that in a government, a country where government is working. In countries where government is working, spirituality exists there. Please put call across to US today. Drop what spirituality look like in US. They will tell you nafana about afatarot. Hello? Nafana about afatarot. Fana me palm reading. Fana me psychic reading. Alright? There will be so many spirituality going on in US. Government of US is favorable to its citizens. But there are so many homeless. The poor exist among the citizens of US. All of the people in US are not. You understand? There are so many people. I with so many relatives in America that have been there 20 years. Hana quarter. All of a sudden, they are calling DBS. They are calling home. We've been here for 20 years. We don't have evidence. Why? All of a sudden, big DBS begins to direct them. Oh yeah, think about this, think about this, think about this. Oh yeah, go ahead and do this. Now the Bible begins to call forth evidence. When you do spirituality and get to Germany, and about na German television live, where you pay about 100 or 200 euros. Awage, akanigaba, things about you that you should know. Legitimate afa. So my point is, spirituality did not start in our time. All of these civilized countries name spirituality. So the purpose of spirituality, because the country is not civilized. Suppose all of us exist in a civilized country. Somehow, I gonna make you to haste me because no mama. Was it us that asked the citizens of America, indigenous of America, people who were born in America to be practicing psychic reading? Was it us that asked them? One. Then biana emo oye madiji moto old car where ye testimony. My brother, I don't know where you are coming from. Do you know that there are people who are coming from family where they want to loyer moto particular family? Do you know there are people who are coming from family where now uncle farewell moto nephew niece as in Jenny be ikunna. Okay, go as in informa he melu ndi obarumuna hanene or de mekwolu as in a wood or your name melu. Over the people moto na bata bena their family. Do you understand? All of a sudden, such a person will come in contact with Sobali, for example. And we go yoji or marry any ceremony at all. That person will go Mercedes 230. You need the so ya na Mercedes 230 but old model. Remember that person just broke a limit. Remember that person nana ablugo limit breaker. Remember that person nana just overcame a bondage, a boundary. Hello. spirituality is real. There are people who come from family where they have never built a house. Somebody be about one room. After that person did one spirituality or the other. And then you begin to say, now people who are not doing spirituality are doing better. For this reason, these people were assembled like this. Calling forth evidence where there is no evidence. If I go on that place where house has not existed. And I can't family on. No, how that go. Fabefana, you harry on. This person who messes spirituality. Ebezena to lawyer with Oyo Woma Silinachi. You don't judge spirituality like that. Somebody na chodi. Mana, not just no na chodi na family ha di anu di ona afia halo. Menu man ona afia halo. Oya weje emesiari ya iho owe no poor man. You see? No bulu no Sobali or no ngena bakolo or no whatever more the family ya jinodi ke family jino poor man. Do you know where these people are coming from? Do you know the value of these testimonies from the testifier? Do you know what it means to them? Do you know what that tipper means to the person that have that tipper? Sometimes it is not having money. A lot of people they live go hageji we decking. All of a sudden, how about the motor man? Ha patagego motor times 300. All of a sudden, they stumble upon somebody who called for the evidence where there is no evidence. And then they're able to buy a car. And then you look at them, you say, you went to... No, don't judge it like that. But accident, car assembly. Eh? Ndini ne get accident. Oyo buna ne kwesiri on that motor. I get wepu ya na that car. Mbose lowa ka assembly ndo kwesiri di ka odege. Oyo buna ne kwesiri di ka odege ga wepu ya. People are really struggling. We are not the reason people are struggling. See life from another perspective. Hello. It depends on where you are coming from. Obula no aja ka I ga go. Na alo buna gwa ka I ga ekpe. No akwari anu wa ka o ga bi ije dala akwari. Nwa bia. Somebody on the internet when I was again. No more you begin a moon without ije na akwari and you are listening to such person when you know that your case is different. Hello? Please tag that our brother. People are excited about the car that they bought, about the house that they built, just because their case is different, just because they know where they are coming from. They are excited because they know where they are coming from. People who are coming from 0, from nothing. People who are coming from unhealthy place, had they very unhealthy. All of a sudden, they stumble upon Sobali, and then whatever happened, and then they become healthy. You see, those people do not be grateful, because there are so many people who are healthy without going to Sobali. For it is written that that person will go to Sobali, for that person to become healthy. There is dibia for everyone. Some of you be really one cause. Hello. You don't even have to struggle. You only need to desire and it will happen. There are people who have come to fix. There are people who must go through spirituality. Let us also face this fact. That we are not a... Now I say Christianity, this, that. I had the cable against Christianity in that perspective. If I say the Rome, me way spirituality Rome. In this Israel, me way spirituality in Israel. Hello? Every nation may wear your own spirituality. In that may wear outside spirituality. That's all. I ask Lord that there is no spirituality because we say you should return to your roots. We said it to your thanks, oh Israel. Then coming to the aspect of Mmiri Enwilo being powerless. I want to address this aspect very well because that be a power. That be a power. If Mmiri Enwilo, what does he need power for? What does he need power for? No ya no abudibia. Do you know what it means? It means that no ya no abodibo. We yellow more do to. No ya abodibo. We yellow balado to. So Mmiri Enwilo the powerless, but there are people who has called him. Hello? Therefore, when you look up to a dibia, you don't look up to a dibia that you are the sustainer of the power. You understand that you were created extraordinarily because no sin if that now he is just another human being. You look up to that dibia because there are people who have called him. E were ndị ya na-anọgasị n'ọgbụgba ndụ, o were mmụọ ndị ya na-anọgasị n'ọgbụgba, o were mmụọ siri ya eri na ndị mmanụ dị mbọsị eke. Mmụọ ahụ dị ndị mmanụ dị mbọsị eke, mmụọ ahụ na-emeri ya, mmụọ ahụ na-keep its own bargain. Hello? It means that na mmadụ bụ dibia, it means that no were mmụọ ji agwọmọrịa eme ọgọ, ya na dibia, ya na that particular human being dị na mma. All of a sudden, when you go to this human being, that person will go and mediate between you and that mmụọ ji ọrịa, ịgwọ ọrịa eme ọgọ. Iburu ya gwọrọ ọrịa. Obolo now that dibia the powerful. No ndị ya na so be fed powerful. Dibia is not designed to be powerful. Hello? You see a dibia sige no na so monka. Ndị ya na so are keeping to the side of the bargain. Do not look at a dibia. Come out from home movie and face reality. If a dibia bobo dibo, Udibo a particular deity, and just like every other Odibo, Obru ni may fe your master like. Your master is bound to, your good master is bound to surprise you. So when Mmiri Enwilo is serving Sobali in one way or the other and serving other people, yaniano, other more yaniano, this particular more, they are the powers, not him. So now when you look upon Mmiri Enwilo, who is mortal just like you, Mmiri Enwilo now look upon his source, and that his source is the power. Do you understand? That the ability Mmiri Enwilo has now is the more yaniaso, not him in particular. So, obolo no na the league in us na dibia the powerless. Yes, you are right. Dibia is powerless, but in the yaniaso the powerless. That is why obolo you go through corner. Okay, if you observe me, not analyze go there Bukobi and any other person, I make sure I choose my words and I go through corner. Oburu ni chori komado ko wo ya ho direct akona ndi ya ni aso maka we bi film maka ndi ya ni aso mmadu were ike gbage nkịtị oya ahụ necha ya mana ndi ya ni aso were ike ha manyale kedu that man kwuru maka Mmiri Enwilo. I hope you see this message and then you retrace your footstep. I understand that now people who are testifying have a reason. Yes, they know that they are born different after all. They know what that testimony means to them more than you. The least you can do is to clap for them so that good thing can come to you. Obolo, ibia this, that. Owebulu that namsi nezino no where there is no progress, iku ni ibe, enu nana. And then mwebe Sobali, mwefu the first 100,000. They have first 100,000 now, but at this family. Man nek jelun digit 200 billion naira. I must testify that 100,000 testimony. Another thing he said is, Kedi hemelo eje zoilun dibia testify. Ndi dibia eji ho clients sefa chuolo just like pastors. Do you understand? Ndi dibia eji lo ndibia lo na nke ha chuolo just like pastors. Ndi dibias are there competing with the pastors. That is why they are not exposing the face of clients. Ko halidik or staged for view. Hello. Does this client want to be? A word is enough for the wise. I am hoping that this young man sees this video and then goes and make his research. Research about America. Research about India. They have their spirituality. Research about Germans. Research about Europe. Research about other places. Ask yourself, also na Nigeria can name spirituality. Upon this country, if do name spirituality, how much more Nigeria ihe na do holonam? It did not start from our time. If we had working government, spirituality will still exist. Remember we said, let every nation practice their country's spirituality. That is the goal, Dalo.